What's going on? Welcome back to Copenhagen Blue. Today we're going to do something I haven't done actually before, which is surprising that in all the years I've owned cars I've never replaced one. Seen tons of them replaced when I was a parts manager, sold tons of them, but I've never done one. And that is an airplane. I've done an airplane. It's crashing. You can hear it. The window regulator in the Beetle here started making some crunching sounds, which is usually indicative of the cable starting to come off the track or go over itself or fray, or the plastic wheels inside are breaking apart. So once the wife got her window back up, it hasn't gone back down for like 3 weeks, maybe a little bit more. But with the cool weather coming, there's nothing better than driving with the sunroof open, the windows down, cool air, heated seat on, and I want to be able to enjoy that, or at least her to be able to enjoy that. So we're going to replace a window regulator today, and we're going to do it for the first time. Let's get started. Before I get the video started, I wanted to take a moment to thank everybody that's hit the button on the right side to subscribe. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which I know in the big scheme of YouTube is kind of tiny, but to a guy like me who just makes videos to try and help people out and to hopefully entertain you to some degree, it means a lot. So thank you very much for taking the time to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the videos, and I will try and keep the content coming. Thanks. Okay, so I have not put this window down since she said it got all crunchy. So let's put it down. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it could be worse. Ooh, well that's worse. Oh, sounds like cornflakes in there. Cool. Well, this door, pull this trim panel off. There's supposed to be a screw there and a screw there. That one broke, so there's a screw there. So we'll take that one off, and then we have a couple of screws on the bottom of the door, and then this panel actually kind of hangs over, kind of has a lip on it, so it hangs and then it's attached. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod, and we're going to take the door panel off. Alright, so we start with taking the Phillips head screw out of the door panel here. And then we have some Torx bits down on the bottom of the door, and I believe we have 3 of those, so we'll take those out. 2, 3. Then there's some clips along here, just some plastic ones. I think most of them on this door might have broken off. You pull out the bottom and you just lift off the top. You have to reach back. We have to reach back and we have to unplug all the stuff that is hooked up. So I'm going to brace with my knee on the bottom. Push the 1 tab in over here for the window switch. We have another one here, comes down, and that one's for the lock and unlock. And then as we come over here, pull on this and bring that out, and that disconnects the door handle lever itself. That one out. Then we can set our door panel to the side. Now the door panels aren't easy to find for these, so don't screw it up. Just a piece of advice. So we have our window motor here, and our window motor is alright because it's still going. We're going to take it off, and we're going to make sure that it doesn't have any strip teeth or anything. Then we have to take off this entire panel here, and where we have these rivets, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets. Our new window regulator actually has nuts on it, so they've already threaded through posts, and you put the nuts on and that holds it in there, so you don't have to worry about putting rivets in again. Right. Unlike the bottom of the door that was a T20, we're going to be using a T30 to take off the window motor. Gives us a chance to inspect our teeth on our window regulator motor itself. All the teeth look pretty good, so we're just going to disconnect that. And the way you disconnect this kind of connector is you pull up on this tab, and it actually pulls out on its own once you lift it up. What it has is, you can see it has that angle right there. So as you pull it up, it pushes itself out. Kinda cool. So on the back side here is our window regulator. We have our two tracks that go up and down. Let me show you the box. I know, handle with care, right? Right part, wrong directions. Window here, window there. I just had this spun around, so this spins. And you can see where our cable goes in. Cable. And that's what happens. I'm sure when we pull the other one off, you'll see this wheel's either broken or this cable's off track and everything's not winding the way that it should. So one of the things you want to do is we're going to take some painter's tape and put it over our window here so that it holds our window up, because we don't want the window just falling down once we unhook the screws on the bottom of it, that everything's holding it together. You don't want the window dropping into the door and shattering. That would suck. Now I'm not 100% sure, but because the window regulator is attached to the panel here, I don't necessarily see how I can pull the panel out. Oh, hey, I see how I'm supposed to do it. Okay, hang on. Let's go back a minute. So we're going to undo our tape up here. Put our key in the ignition. And we need our window switch. I went and borrowed said window switch out of the door. I think it's this one. No. How about no? It's this one. This is definitely the switch. Plug. No. Oh, guess who feels kind of stupid? But gee, George, the motor is not attached, so the window's not going to go up and down, now is it? Special moment. Special people. Alright. So what I did there, let's show you, is I brought the window down so you can actually get to the screws that'll allow us to release the glass. So once we do that, then I'll be able to lift the glass up and tape it up, and then we'll be able to reattach everything. Put that in. We'll get that later. Look at that one too. Now that the window is detached, should be able to lift it out of there, bring it up, tape that on, and then that'll hold the glass in place. Take our motor off again. Since the window regulator is attached to this panel here, but the glass isn't, we should be able to unhook it and kind of pull the whole thing out. I'm not sure if I need to drill out the window regulator bolts first, or the rivets that are there. So I guess we could. I mean, if we do that, then when we pull this out and just kind of pull the window regulator out, we can put the new one on. It seems like it'd be a lot less headache that way. I'm also going to take these. I'll bet you these bolts are a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. Everything's 10 millimeter. Bottom. Okay. Now there's probably butyl on this. Butyl's like this sticky, tarry strip of rubbery stuff that the Germans love to use. And it's like a weather seal. So they put it on here and then it adheres, and that way it makes a seal from all the elements. So more than likely, yeah. Peel this off. Oh, you don't want to get it on your hands, but you're going to get it on your hands. It's kind of like whenever you do anything with anti-seize, it's going to end up on your hands. I'm not sure how okay, so we got that one. That might have done it. Let's see. Oh, this stuff sucks. There we go. It sucks. Ow. Almost got it. Okay. You just simmer down. So, guessing, since we need to take that apart anyway. You can see the cable was fraying right there. Pull up to the camera. Fraying. So that must have been the crunching sound, which means it eventually would have come off track and it would have failed completely. So it probably could have gone crunchy for a while. I mean, the problem is it does that until all of a sudden one day it just doesn't go anymore, and then you're just screwed. So now let's put the new one in. Our nuts for the new window regulator. Set those to the side. Work it up from the back. And line up the window regulator bolt holes there. Put one on just to hold that. And we'll get the other one in there to hold that. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to hook up our motor, plug it back in, push down on that clip, and that'll lock into place. We want to bring our door panel back up and get everything kind of situated where it goes. Plugged our motor back in. Now we put on those little pieces of soft foam that were there, though I think I dropped one. See if these new O-rings that I have fit on here. They kind of do. So we lost one of those. But I have this whole bag of little barriers from some other door panel clips that I had bought, and they, I think, are going to do the trick, but at least they won't be all stretched out like these. So we'll put that on, and then we'll put our motor back here, put our screw in, put her in place. So we have this secured, but I'm going to put the screws, bolts back in to the door just to make sure that everything works. That screws that go there, make sure we don't loosen those up too much. If we let go of our window, we can see that the window's right there. can get it to drop into the channel right there. And let's see, I need 2 hands for that one. Hang on. Finger. All right. Wrongish way. Fuck. Other scratcher. Come up a little bit. Okay. There's that. So now we have our window in both the rubber guides over here and over here. I'm going to tighten this down. We're going to tighten these. That's going to do it for me today. We got the window done. We have a window regulator that's in here and that works, and it goes, oh, no one touch down. It goes down, and for all intents and purposes, it goes up. It might have been a little easier to buy one with a panel and the window regulator. I can see why people do that, but it was more expensive, so I had to drill out some rivets. It's not the end of the earth, and I think it came out okay. I don't hear any crunching to the cables. Everything's nice and tight. That window regulator, I believe, that I bought has a 5-year warranty on it. I would not expect to have to do another window regulator in this before this car ends up, unfortunately, at the junkyard one day. So that's going to do it for me. Thanks for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.